quarterback. No problems for him last week, going over 350 passing yards. It's the Falcons and the Rams, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 23.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they enter play. An early season tilt, and when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, and this is what every one of these guys waits for. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. The Falcons now get to stretch their wings on offense here, and at quarterback for them is a former second overall pick who spent 4 seasons as a starter in Tennessee, Marcus Mariota. And Mariota going to put it up right away. Flush to his right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Mariota to throw it. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. The numbers for Pitts in that game a week ago. 6 catches, 68 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
To throw again on second down. Mariota. Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end Ferguson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 34.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Another completion right back to Patterson. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up first and goal. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game, and nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Marcus Mariota. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now here comes the Los Angeles offense, and the man in charge of it in his 2nd season with the team, 14th overall in what's been an impressive career, Matthew Stafford.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board again.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Arnold Ebiketie brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Take it at the 37. He juked him. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Mariota. And complete to Drake London. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. Mariota. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tyler Algier with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Rams nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down. Under pressure, they got him again. Arnold Ebiketie in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. They snap it to Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have the Rams 1st down on a well-designed play there. That gets them 16 to move the chains. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Stafford. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a toss running left, Akers. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the red zone now, Stafford. He'll find his running back out of the backfield, Raymond Calais. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a 2nd player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Akers fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll look to run with Akers. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Here's Akers. They try and run. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From out of his end zone, it's Ingrid Williams. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Week 2 underway around the NFL. And a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener. The 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night, a treat, a Monday night doubleheader. Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern. And then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On first down, going back to Patterson. Nifty move. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First and 10, it's Patterson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone. And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Stafford and the Rams come up first and 10 at the 33-yard line. He starts with a give to Akers. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Stafford. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He rifles one that's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Following the interception here, Mariota finding Kyle Pitts running the slant. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coach were both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. Now Mariota. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll throw again. Mariota eluding the pressure right. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Mariota. And he's got it. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Roughing a kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. First down, Mariota. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw, Mariota. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota. Forced out to fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
The final shot before the break, Stafford. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached...
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Straight ahead, Patterson.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Akou just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Stafford. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. A surprising...
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 4th down, Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford looking middle, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out...
Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Throwing is Mariota. This is caught. Touchdown. Auden Tate, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic?
Back now here on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Rolling to his left. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Play action. Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Eric Harris who picks it.
Stafford's pass intercepted by the Falcons. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And it's caught.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Patterson diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right, because this team felt like they let one get away in the opener. And not only were they determined to not let the same thing happen here, they knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. So everything went wrong in game 1. they took care of business with it in game 2.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Rams ready to go on offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down. Steps away. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they... Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. After the interception, here's Stafford.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Going up top for Kupp.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The Rams on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They'll run for it with Akers.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22.
And the Rams now coming out on the field.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Here's one of the longest tenured members of the Super Bowl champs, Tyler Higbee, making the first down. 7th year as a starter for L.A. Just a staple presence for the Rams at the tight end spot with a dash of dynamic plays along the way.
And now here is another interception. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level.